Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 43 of Heard You Like Me, and this one is titled Dorm Morning. The next morning you were woken with a kiss by Momo, and groggily opened an eye and then smirked when you saw her leaning over you, one hand on your chest and her beautiful long hair falling messily over one side of her face. Good morning, Yin, she greeted sweetly. Hey, baby, you said, reaching your arms around her and pulling her down on top of you for a cuddle. It was a lovely, slow morning waking up, and you enjoyed a little more close time with her before getting up and starting your day. Are you ready to head out for breakfast, Yin? She asked sweetly as she slipped on a pair of boyfriend jeans and loose shirt that hung just perfectly, and you had to compliment her before saying anything else. Oof, you huffed, with a suggestive look in your eye. Do a spin for me, baby. Oh, she asked, cocking her head to the side. Why? She asked sweetly. Please? You asked, doing the spinning motion with your finger. You look good. I just want to see the whole piece. With a blush and a shy smile, Momo did the turn and you hummed your approval. Damn, girl. You look so good. Those jeans are really working for you. They need a pay rise, you said with a sly grin. Oh, stop, she chuckled, covering her mouth with her hand. You walked over and grabbed her into a hug and then kissed her on the top of the head. Now, to answer your question, yes, I'm ready for breakfast. What's on the menu today? Is it you? You sweet little strawberry, you said, kissing her multiple times on the cheek. I was going to make some pancakes, she said, excitedly, as she leaned back in your arms to look up at you. Yeah, that sounds amazing, you replied. Let's go, you added, letting her go and stepping back and then holding your hand out for her to take it so you could walk down to the common room together. She took your hand happily and off you two went, ready to start the day. Oh, by the way, you said as you walked hand in hand with her down the hall, I'm going on a little shopping trip with Jirou today to get a pull-out bed thing to put in her room. Oh, yes, that makes sense, she said with a smile. I hope you have fun. I'm there. I bring the fun. Still a little hungover from yesterday, but I'll still bring the fun, even if it kills me, you joked. She giggled, but then was also concerned. I do worry about you, Yin, she said with concern. You don't look after yourself enough. Yeah, but that's what I have you here for, right? You replied with a smile. You've always looked out for me, even when we were smaller, you said. Remember when I stole a bag of candies from the kitchen and hid it in my room and told you that I'd been eating them at night, and you were sleeping over that night, and you told me not to eat them, but I didn't listen, and then I ate too many and threw up at midnight? Oh my gosh, yes, I do remember that, she gasped, and I made a bowl with my quirk for you to throw up into. You laughed. That was wild. You went off at me, scolding me like the child I was, you laughed. Not much has changed, though. You still go off at me. Because I care about you, Momo said defensively, but with a loving look in her eye, and you smiled at her and then squeezed her hand and let it go. And I appreciate it, you replied, walking into the kitchen with her. As you stepped in, you both saw Mina pulling a whole tub of ice cream from the freezer and tucking it under her arm as she placed a spoon between her lips and then closed the freezer door and looked at you. Hey, you chuckled knowingly. Oh, I do hope that's not breakfast, Momo said worriedly. Momo being the mum to everyone, you joked. What? Mina asked defensively. I can't eat a whole tub of ice cream for breakfast? Yes, you can, you said. Live your best life. No, you shouldn't do that, Mina. You need to start the day with a healthy meal, Momo chided with loving intent. I'm with Yin on this one, Mina said with a cheeky big grin, using the spoon to salute you and Momo and then turning to head over to the TV. Mina, Momo called as she followed her, intending to try and talk her around, and you chuckled as you watched on. Just then Jirou walked into the kitchen, up beside you, and stopped. What's happening? She asked, when she saw Momo talking quite mum-firmly to Mina on the couch with a tub of ice cream in her lap. Oh, hey, baby, you said brightly, slinging your arm across her shoulders and pulling her into your side. Momo has gone full-send mum on Mina for eating ice cream for breakfast. Oh, that's a great idea, Jirou replied. I know, right? I see nothing wrong with ice cream for breakfast, you added, both of you watching Momo lose the battle against Mina and her breakfast choice. So, what are you having for breakfast then? Jirou asked you. Momo said pancakes, you replied. Then you and I are going bed shopping. Thick, Jirou replied. I'm manifesting that they literally have no beds though, so I can climb into yours. We don't need space, we can be on top of each other, you added slyly. Jirou hummed, cheeks bright red and eyes averted. Just then Momo walked back over, shaking her head. I'm afraid I couldn't convince her to at least put some berries on top of it, she said sadly. Yeah, sorry babes, I could have told you that was a losing battle, you said with a chuckle. Anyway, pancakes? Oh yes, Momo said, snapping straight into cook mode. Jirou, would you join us please? I can make plenty of pancakes. Okay, Jirou agreed, giving Momo a gentle smile. You let go of Jirou and then stepped to the side. Okay, what do you need me to do? You asked Momo. Sit down, she replied with a smile. Ah, come on, Mum, you never let me do anything, you pouted playfully. No, I won't have it, Momo said with playful authority. Please sit down and wait for your pancakes. I won't be long. Did you need me to help? Jirou asked Momo. Oh, no thank you, Jirou. You can sit down too. I can do this one on my own, Momo said sweetly. All right, let's crash Mina's breakfast party, you said to Jirou, taking her hand and winking at Momo. Yell if you need us. Okay, Momo said, turning to get the stuff ready for cooking. Incoming, you called jokingly as you let go of Jirou's hand and jumped over the back of the lounge and landed next to Mina. This is a hold-up. Give me a spoonful of your ice cream. Mina, who had just taken a giant scoop of ice cream with her spoon, turned and shoved the spoonful straight into your mouth, and you made a noise of surprise before sucking it off the spoon and chewing it down. You punctured. That's good. What flavour is that? It's a personal fave, Mina said, digging the spoon back into the ice cream and then getting some for herself. That looks good, Jirou said as she sat down on the other side. Have some, Mina said, sharing the spoon with Jirou as well. God, I swear this one's fruity, you thought, watching Mina share. Girlie got no problem sharing spoons with multiple girlies. I hope you're not eating ice cream, Momo called from the kitchen, and you froze. She's on to me, you hissed from the corner of your mouth to Mina. It was from my spoon, so it doesn't count. You were never here, she hissed back at you. The ice cream never existed, you called back to Momo. It's an illusion, a conspiracy. I know it's there, Momo called. Okay, maybe it's me. I'm the illusion and conspiracy, you replied, and Jirou snorted from the other side of Mina. Yen, she chuckled. You're so unserious. Life's too short to be serious, baby, you replied, leaning forwards to wink at her. Yen, Jirou, the first lot of pancakes are ready, Momo called, and you jumped up. Yo, seriously? You asked with surprise. I didn't even get a second mouthful of ice cream. Oh, Yen, Momo said with disappointment, and you, Mina, and Jirou laughed. Come on, Jirou, let's go. Mama's calling, you said with a smile. Enjoy your delicious and healthy, well-rounded breakfast, Mina. Oh, I intend to, she replied with a grin, going back to watching the hero's daily news on the TV. You waited for Jirou to walk over to you, and then you took her hand and walked with her back to Momo, whom you kissed on the cheek. Thanks for breakfast, baby, you said with a soft smile. I swear we just need to chuck Mina in there as well. They're just like an awesome, foursome group of fun, frivolity, and chaos. Stay tuned for the next chapter, chapter 44, coming tomorrow. See you then.